is roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and John can't be beat, on the Fastlane, so sleek, gotta rev up, hit the street, ooh yeah, Fastlane, all night.
And we're back in the fast lane. Here we go. Brought to you by Better 5 for 1. Last time in 2025, as we say goodbye to the year that was an incredible year that crowned Lando Norris as the world champion on the Formula 1 scene. No more Formula 1. The guys are living on yachts. They're skiing down the hills in the Alps. They're living a grand life while you and I are sweating it out in 35-degree weather in Cape Town. I'd rather be here, though. Rather be here.
True.
Nice weather, great people, and holidays. John.
And we do get some of the ex-Formula 1 superstars that do come this way.
Yeah,
and they do love
current,
it. Yeah.
And current chief designers, current team principals that have come to Cape Town.
Potential
for,
Formula 1 future champions.
Exactly.
But I mean, I'm talking about that. I like the fact that they've come with the new car. I've seen quite a bit on social media. Engine sounds better. Loving that. Car looks a little bit more compact. A lot saying that it's going to suit Hamilton's style, the smaller car, because, you know, obviously the bigger car handles a little bit different. Yeah. But Max came out and said he's done with this ground force cars. He says he's back, and I don't know what else is killing him, because obviously they feel the car a lot more with it sucking towards the ground. So he said, like, you know, it was cool, but
glad it's over.
He's glad it's over.
Yeah,
so,
what happens locally? Are there things happening over the next couple of weeks locally on the local circuit in Cape Town?
No, pretty much everything wraps up. The only thing that carries on now is some testing for Monte Carlo, because remember the World Rally, that starts literally like after New Year, you know, famous Col Durini, where they slide on the ice and stuff.
Yes.
So they're testing a lot of big shake-ups there with drivers that are retiring and stuff. And then obviously the Dakar, which is starts now. I mean, it's going to be a really exciting one. Every year just gets better. More Ford trucks that have entered, more superstars. Sure. Interesting thing for me, I didn't see Loeb on the sheets.
South Africans competing this year?
Plenty.
A couple of South Africans to look out for.
I still put my money on the table. Henk Laterkan has a chance of winning the Dakar. Wow. He's in the right vehicle, that Toyota, the new one, especially looking really cool. So, we can possibly try and see if we can chat to him either before or afterwards, but we'll throw forward to that. But it's going to be exciting. I mean, there's plenty of South Africans. We've got some South Africans that have designed cars for the Dakar.
Yes, absolutely. We spoke to one the other day at the Delhi. Speaking of things that did take place last weekend, Supercross, tell us about it.
Gee, you know, it's a pity that South Africans take a little bit of time to get into things. We've seen it with like Formula E and all these things. Like, you know how many people afterwards said, I wish I had bought tickets. And you know how much we were punting it to say, guys, just go.
Don't miss it.
But it was a good turnout. You know, a lot of people were like, it wasn't that much. But if you actually look at all the other rounds, that whole bottom tier was full, which is really cool. So it just shows that there's this hunger for motorsport in South Africa. It was cool that, you know, Ryan, they put that dirt in within 48 hours. That blew my mind. Sure. They got these, like, I was joking with Bjorn saying, these little minions with these digger loaders.
And they all move things around, shift stuff around.
And they love our dirt because it's important to get the dirt to dry. It rained overnight, which helped them. But man, can these guys ride? Yeah. Yes, man, they were flying.
Well, let's have a quick look. This was last week's action, by the way. Have a look.
PSX2 class, Max Anstey. He's gone out first. He's having a good look at the track. But his nemesis and the rider that wants to try to knock him off the pedestal carries the number 1, Shane McElrath.
Shane McElrath, very convincing early on this track. Several riders are getting it dialed in super quickly, Jeff Barrett.
Yeah, they are, and it's going to be interesting to see the pick. Anderson Savachi trying to tie it in. He's got a midget. Contact! There's contact early doors. It's Zaragoza on the start.
What a start from Zaragoza. He has the lead, but Anderson in second place. Christian Craig's in fourth, right behind his teammate Savachi.
Oh, chaos there. And the woman at the pack, Jason Anderson takes the lead. And look at that, is that Freezy as well there in third? We've got 2 starts in second and third. And we've got, is that Craig gone down again? I can't quite see.
I think Craig has gone down again. I think he is in dead last place. Jason Anderson, Tokyo drift sideways, coming out onto the start straight.
Wow, we have a start, second and third. Savachi, because of that contact, it cost him. He got messed up and then he lost a bunch of positions. He's going to go. It's all trending towards Anderson right now.
Oh, that looks like fun.
It was cool, and you're so close, you know. So South African guy Cameron that we spoke to, he struggled a little bit. Very difficult, as we've always spoken to get. You know, South Africans, they do the best here, but the level when you step up, but great that we're getting the exposure, great that the guys are getting the opportunity to put themselves on the world stage. So great event, really enjoyed it. Stadium's beautiful. Walking in, walking out, easy. It was really nice.
Let's quickly look at the year that was. We've tested a lot of cars, new, old, and I don't want to say old, let's say pre-owned rather, new vehicles. Looking at a highlight, let's pick your car of the year for 2025. Now, listen, John's been shooting some cars that are only coming out in 2026 that we can't talk about in the Fastlane, obviously due to reasons that he's signed his life away for, and rightly so. These manufacturers want to use him in 2026 and beyond, so we can't talk about it. But you've been driving some incredible stuff. We'll talk about closer to when they're being launched. So I'm excited about that because we've been speaking about that. But in terms of this year specifically, anything that stands out in terms of just one of the best rides you've had this year? And I'm talking about cars.
Sure. Yeah, no, well, I haven't thought about the car aspect yet. No, I'm joking. No, look, geez, I mean, we're so lucky, you know, we get to ride so
Manual
many.
shift
you know?
Porsches.
Yeah,
ticked
look,
off this year.
definitely. I mean, that's got to be one of the nostalgic moments of going back to the old school driving in a close ratio box. But yeah, I mean, any racing, I mean, the GT3s for me has always been, you know, I love the racing element, the boy racer, so that's been very cool.
I love that season from my point of view, the GTSs. So the GTSs, that's where I like to play. I like to play in that safe 6-cylinder, getting in the Porsche realm. 6-cylinder, anything with a GTS as opposed to the 3 or a 4 on it. Even in a 2, that's more with your realm where you like to play.
Anything with the RS on the badge.
RS badge, an M or an AMG. We've driven some really nice AMGs this year as well. I've got to say the latest G63, one of my favorites SUVs of all time. The way that car, the new one, the latest one, handles body roll or the lack of body roll in the corners.
We were the first to take it around the track.
Yeah.
Look, you've gotten me more into the SUVs. I must say, I've really enjoyed the SUV space. I kind of understand it a little bit better, and I mean, I like the fact that we get to enjoy the comfort. But I mean, we've always spoken about it. You need a car for every kind of event. You know, that would be the ideal world. You know, one in every.
You won't believe
space.
Who's just picked up what. I caught up with very, very quickly. We had this in his garage. He was busy going to take it in. He just knocked the bumper. So I hope we don't mind us saying that.
It does happen a lot with those cars because they are very low.
And I asked him what his thoughts are after having an M5 plus an X7M in his garage. This is what he had to say. And of course, in the Fastlane this week, Villy's been driving the M4 competition. Villy, you've got the M5 competition, you've got an X7. Tell me your impressions of this M4 competition.
Honestly, it is a very complete package. This is between the M5, the M3, this M4 has really impressed me.
I mean, this has got everything you need and more.
I mean, you've got to go a very long way to beat this. I mean, a Porsche GTS is one of my favorite cars. It doesn't come close.
You've actually just driven one recently the other day, and you said to me your first words were, "This
will annihilate it. It'll literally drive over it. Literally,
Love
so
it.
quick.
Beautiful.
But not just that; it's comfortable. You can use it every day. I had the kids in the back. Great, for a 2-door.
Love it. Is it the big question? Is it joining the collection?
We'll see. We're gonna have a little discussion right now.
Love that. Famous last words. Short and sweet, non-committal on whether that new M4 is going to join the fleet, but I've got a good hunch that the Range Rover is going to leave the big body Vogue, and he's going to make space for that M4.
Yeah, you can only have so many big cars. He's got a few, but that color, I like that color combo. It's menacing, eh? Sure.
Absolutely. Before we leave, I've got something new that we're going to launch in the new year, and you're going to be a part of it as well. It's called Tech Talk. Tech, T-E-C-H. Talk, T-O-R-Q-U-E, talking about all things tech. Villy and I have had the most incredible year of collecting tech. You know that I'm a tech freak. I have every single gadget that's available. If it's a gadget, I have it. And I was in London when the DJI, the new Osmo Action 6 dropped. I picked it up there. I only came to South Africa 2 weeks after. But literally every single mobile device that's been released in 2025, the Meta eyewear, every bit of tech that's dropped. Cameras. We shoot this on the R2, the EOS R5 Mark II. There's been a whole lot of glass that's come out for that camera this year. I can talk tech forever. I picked up Leicas this year, the new SL3 Reporter in Harrods. But let's have a quick look at a new thing called Tech Talk. It's quite a lengthy one, so enjoy. Willie and I catch up on all the latest phones that are dropped and pick the best one for 2025. Well, here we are, Fastlane. A little bit of a difference. There's something brand new is coming up in the new year, and it's called Tech Talk. And not T-A-L-K, but T-O-R-Q-U-E. Talk. Because that's what we're going to be doing, is talking tech. But also, when I think about tech, I think about the power that it has, the talk that tech brings you. And what a year 2025 has been. Wrapping up the year, Willie and I have been fortunate enough to travel the world in search of the latest tech. And it actually wasn't the main reason why we traveled. No. We traveled for other various work reasons. But in amongst the traveling, we've picked up the latest and greatest tech in 2025. I know in the future you're going to look forward to seeing this in 2026, but just to kind of highlight the year that was in terms of tech, Willie, it's been a great year. Apple, again, people say boring. They've just cut every year it's something slightly different. The evolution from M4 to M5 in their chips. We've both got M4 Pro 16s. What a workhorse that Max chip is. Soon, in actual fact, early in 2026, we expect the M5 to be released. But big jump between the M3 and M4 without a doubt, with a lot of complaints coming in the form of the enter button, that they seem to have done away with the old M3 style enter button, and the M4, geez, it took me a while to get used to it.
It's such a small button, and when you're used to typing and you're used to hitting it, you keep missing it. So it's a little bit frustrating. For me personally, I don't like it at all. I kept the M3.
Yes,
I
still have
the
one.
M4. Yeah, because look, my M3 is a custom build, and there's something special about it. It's got 96 gig of RAM, 1 terabyte. It's the Pro Max chip, Max Pro chip. So it's amazing. I mean,
and yours is still a workhorse. I mean, your point, you've put them on par with the M4. And by the way, the M4 was the highest spec South African version, which I think came with a 48 gig. It did not, the M5, I think, will be a game changer. Let's hope for 2026. But I want to move away from Apple just very quickly before we come to some of the phones and some of the other products that we've had our hands on. Alienware. You've been a massive fan of Dell's Alienware because everything about it is a custom experience. You can't just go into a shop and go, well, I want an Alienware. You've got to spec the machine, and I've got the previous R model. You've just picked up the latest version of the Alienware.
The 51.
Oh, tell me quickly. Talk with me about it.
Look, first of all, you can't buy them in South Africa.
No.
So it's a mission to get. I mean, for you to get this laptop, to buy it, to import it, the taxes, the fees, it's a nightmare. Unless you know somebody, you still got to declare it. It's a nightmare to get it here. But we eventually managed to get the top spec one, I mean, there is no laptop like this in South Africa without a doubt. This has got 12 terabyte SSD storage. It's unreal. The chip itself, it's got a 5090 24 gigabyte graphics card from NVIDIA.
That is nuts.
It is nuts into a laptop. I mean, let me just give you a visual of what this is, right? I mean, look at this 18-inch monster. Look at the glass display on the black.
They really light them up very well.
They actually do. I'm going to open this one up, and then we'll just do a little bit of a view of it just after we've discussed the rest of the phones and stuff.
In actual fact, you'll have a look at some of the cutaways of that machine opening up and starting up. It's just an incredible machine. From that to the latest in tablets, we've been playing with all the technology in our hands at the moment are the latest products from Samsung. And to be fair, we've only looked at two brands in this sphere of technology. That's the iPad and of course the Tab. Tabs, Samsung screens are unbelievable.
I've actually got the new M5.
And then you've got the new M5 iPad.
Just got the new M5 iPad.
And we've just also got our hands on the new Tab that released in Europe. Slightly bigger display, but the M5 chip in here. Just talk me through how much faster is it over the M4?
I mean, I literally can feel the difference, I must tell you. And I really do use this a lot because what I do is I go on sites and I actually mark things up and I go change this, do that, whatever, because the text space is kind of my world. And it really does work well. It's quick on the internet. It actually steals. It feels to me like it steals internet away from the laptop.
Got you.
Because the email and everything would pop up first on the M5, and then it would come on the same network. So it's kind of like there's something stronger in here.
Got you.
But yeah, just to give you an idea, this truly is. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's
we'll show some. Obviously, you're seeing now some cutaways of that, but definitely in terms of your tablet of the year for 2025, the new iPad Pro.
Without a doubt.
Okay.
I mean, there's zero doubts. Yeah. This is the only. Yeah. I mean, I've got the Samsung Ultra. I've got all the other tabs. We've tried Huawei. Everyone.
No,
There's no.
worlds apart.
There's no.
Well,
That's
listen, this is a brief summary, like I said, of 2025, because there's been so much. Recently in Harrods, in the camera space, before we get to the camera tech, it's now in mobile technology, which is incredible. I'm an absolute nerd when it comes to old school cameras. This year, the new
Tell me
R5
about
Mark
it.
II from Canon, that is out. Canon are doing some amazing stuff. I managed to pick up a 16 to 28 lens, which is just mind-blowing. We went to Harrods the other day, walked in there, and my heart fell in love with a new Leica SL3, not just any edition, the Reporter edition.
Limited.
Have a look at that. Comes with a 24 to 70 lens. That thing is, and I managed to, in 2 years of visiting Harrods with you, convince you that like the first experience of walking into Harrods with Willie over here was he went to the Leica store, he picked it up, he said, my iPhone takes better pictures than this, let's get out of here. Our last visit a couple of months ago.
I'll agree.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
A couple of months ago,
I was
we
wrong.
walked in there. He got to spend a bit more time, drink a little champagne. I showed him the SL3, blown away. We ended up bringing it back with us.
amazing.
It is a great, great machine. From that and those machines to cameras, because Willie did actually make a great point a couple of years ago, is why would I want any other actual camera when I've got a great built-in camera to my mobile device? There's a lot of videos on the internet at the moment saying that their cameras or their phones of the year are X, Y, and Z. And you and I have been fortunate to have every single major device that's come out in 2025, even towards the end of 2025. Xiaomi's all new 17
this all happened in the
Pro.
last 4 months, 3 months.
We've got it. It's here. We've both got one. The Xiaomi, and in actual fact, I want to leave this because the Xiaomi for me is it's a trick pony. It's a trick pony. So let's start at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
We started with Samsung launching, and they will now in the next couple of months. The S26 is on the cards.
Yeah.
It
S25
was
Ultra.
a powerhouse, and still probably
It is a powerhouse.
Yeah.
I mean, this phone
Yeah.
to this day,
Yeah.
it's a powerhouse. It's the 1 terabyte. It's super fast. The battery management on it, thinking it's only a 5,000 milliamp hour.
Yeah.
And it outlasts most of these phones.
Yes.
Samsung, I don't want to jump the gun.
Yeah.
But it
Is
is.
it?
It is.
Is it?
It is.
Your phone of the year?
It is my phone.
Your phone of the year. That
It's
is
not the phone that I
mind-blowing.
use every day.
You surprised me.
But
I'm going to
it is-
surprise you
but it
too
is my phone of the year.
with my phone of the year. Now, we've been using this just to put it into perspective. Let's start at the beginning. So S25 was launched this year. We've now already jumped to the conclusion that that is Willie's device of the year. The cameras, unmatched, right? Okay, there's a couple of close calls, but all over package, you can't deny the S25 Ultra really, and not just anyone, not the 512. You want the 1 terabyte because you want the
The more RAM, the 16 gig RAM.
you wanted bigger RAM.
Yeah.
Then, right, we had the iPhone release, 17 Pros. We've both had Maxes. We
17
both had
Pros,
the normal.
Maxes.
I'll tell you what my favorite in the whole lineup is this one over here. It's the Air. We both are rocking Airs. My Air's obviously got the later case cover on it. Yours is the later case's covers on the way.
Yeah.
What a surprise package from Apple.
But don't you find the UI a bit slow on it?
I do.
Don't you think it's a
I do.
little bit slower?
But
It's like chips not as fast.
But it's compact. It's
It
light.
is. It's light. It's
thin.
sexy. It's
Do you know
like-
what? It makes me enjoy just almost the experience of a mobile phone again.
does.
Remember those days when we didn't have these big devices that had
Was it a
everything on them?
Nokia 8210
You're
or
correct.
something?
It was the simplicity of it.
Just these small little side buttons, tiny thing, put in your.
I love that about
Yeah,
the
it was
Air.
cool.
I can't ever rock the Air alone because the battery life doesn't unfortunately last the whole day in my world. So there's other devices. So let's go through those quickly. So Apple, yes, will you get what you see? I have this feeling that Apple held back this year somewhat. A lot of people complaining about the design of the cameras at the back, that massive big chunk of block at the back, the orange being a little bit gimmicky, a little bit
Also
of a
wearing
cosmetic,
off.
wearing off as well. So Apple, yes, it's a premium product. You get what you pay for, what the product says in the label. But let's go to the surprise phones this year, and there's been a couple of them. I want to start with the gaming phone that you and I have just got our hands on from Red Magic. They've the Nubia Red Magic 11. Words cannot describe as a geek how geekish this phone is. Liquid cooling at the back.
Let's just when you flick the switch, right? The phone goes into beast mode, and it's got games happening. It's got liquid cooling in the back that you can actually switch on just by toggling down, going to your liquid cooling setting, and if you can have a look, you'll see the bubbles start moving as it cools down the phone. You know, in daily use, gaming use, whatever you want. You can switch on the fan, you can switch off the fan, you can switch on the RGB, you can switch off the RGB. You can do all these, there's the fan going on.
Listen, the car engine starting up.
You can put lights on, it's just unreal.
I know you think it's gimmicky, and I know that you think, bells and whistles with lights and a whole dramatic effect. Yes, but it means a lot when you're looking at phones that just don't do that. There's nothing else in the landscape that does it. It's got a powerhouse of a battery. The biggest plus of this phone is the fact that with one click of a switch, you go from from a normal mobile phone straight into a gaming device. No,
This phone
hidden
made
menus.
me feel like a kid.
Yeah.
I was like a kid when I got my PlayStation 1. I'm like, wow, this thing is so cool. Downside, very bad camera.
Very bad camera.
I mean, very bad. I mean, they could really have put a better camera in here. Just
Yeah.
like half a better camera.
Correct.
The front camera, it's there. I don't actually think it means anything though. But
Great screen though.
the screen quality, 144 hertz, it is beautiful. My opinion, better than the Samsung, and the Samsung has the best screen.
Yeah.
But for me, if it's screen choice,
Yeah, Red
it's
Magic.
definitely the Red Magic.
Red Magic.
Without
Right.
it. Yeah.
Let's move on because there's another.
It's got this cool
and
function.
That's cool. Shake it. And the torch comes on. Because come on, when you're in the dark,
Wait.
you don't want to have to look
I
for the
think it has to
button.
be unlocked.
You want to shake the camera around and then not have it go off. Of
course, no, it
I
doesn't
mean,
wanna
now
work.
it doesn't want to go off because we're filming this. But I discovered it the other day in the cars. I
I'm
was
gonna show
shaking
you
at a
now.
button, the camera came on, and you shake it and it goes off. From the gaming phone, I want to talk about Xiaomi. Xiaomi is not available here, only out of China. The 17 Pro was released, and a few people managed to get their hands on it. Willie and I both have one. A lot of people are calling it their phone of the year, and I'll tell you why. Everything about it, it's got a Leica cameras on it. It's got a phenomenal battery life. It's got all these things that make a phone what a phone should be. And it's a Xiaomi. I mean, and I don't say that disrespectfully to the brand because they're known for household appliances. But what a cool device.
I mean, it's got this really cute cat on the back, which is
You can interact with it.
yeah.
Touch the cat and it'll do its own little thing.
It's got a little. Nothing wants to work because we're recording, of course.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Well, we'll show you cutaways of what it looks
Yeah,
like.
what it
But
does.
bottom line
there you
is
go.
we've had enough time to play with it. You can
There you go.
swipe across once to take it to camera mode, and you can literally see yourself and
That's your passport. Then you go up for camera.
stop there
There
with
we
the
go,
camera.
slide. So if you wanted to take a selfie now, you can
Yeah.
take a selfie
And you get to look
from
at it.
yourself using your best camera.
I love
right?
it.
Which is just
Love it.
pretty much amazing.
That comes in my top 3. Okay. At number 2,
The problem with it being a Chinese
Chinese
ROM,
phone. Yes, there's a lot of Chinese on it.
So very difficult. Took me about
Yes.
a week,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm
cancel.
busy and
Sure.
I needed to cancel
Yeah.
stuff. And still, I'm not
Me too.
100%
Yeah,
there.
same with mine.
And it's got something that it's doing now that I don't like, where if I send a message and it kind of takes a bit of time to load the message, there's a little message that says sending message and it doesn't go away.
Correct.
Very frustrating.
It is.
And I'm sure it's got to do with something that we switched off
Yes.
to get the Chinese.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Chinese still on the phones. If you pick one up, there's no global version for it yet, and I don't think you'll get one. Out of China, they're...
If you're not a tech guy, it's going to frustrate you.
It is. Now, Google, we've both got them. They're the Pixel. These are the new 10 XL Pros, right? Google, it's look, their hardware is just Google. It's
Listen,
designed
the
for
phone,
a Google user.
I mean, the phone is like when you put Google into your browser.
Sure.
It's like the Hilux Bucky of phones.
Yes.
This thing does everything right all
Absolutely.
the time, 24/7.
Yeah.
You can't doubt that it manages its battery well.
Great camera.
Great camera. It's solid. It doesn't make mistakes. It's fantastic. It's got no wow factor.
But also,
It
let me
is-
tell
it
you
is.
something. Here's a problem. Another problem we have in South Africa with the Google products is that Google doesn't work 100% here. And by that, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
by that I mean these features that the phone has
Yeah, like
globally.
TV streaming and all that kind of stuff.
That we just don't get, and
just
Google
don't
don't have
get.
support for it
Yeah.
in South Africa
Yeah.
yet. So, great contender for camera of the year and phone of the year.
Good camera. Very good camera on there.
My phone of the year,
Let me know.
OnePlus 15.
Your phone of the year.
Phone of the year.
Your phone of the year.
Phone of the year.
Why?
OnePlus 15.
Why would you say that?
This phone is the fastest phone on the market at the moment.
Yeah, the
right?
US is incredible.
Nobody has. They've separated into 3 different spaces.
Right.
It's got its own, basically, chip for the display, its own chip for how the apps run, its own chip for another component of the camera. It's got the latest in battery technology inside it. Its camera is made by
How
Sony,
big is the battery?
50 megapixel,
7500?
7800, I think, megapixel
Wow.
camera. The battery will last 2 days of solid workhorse, but there's something just so beautiful about this. It's so quick. It is so
I haven't
seamless.
spent a lot of time
The
with it.
OnePlus is just incredible. It's my phone of the year. There are 1 or 2 things that I'd like to change about it. The camera, I'd love to change. The speed on this device is mind-blowing. It is my phone of the year for
Have you seen the little
2025.
scratch
But you wipe it off.
game that you can do? That's how amazing is that?
That is incredible.
I wanted to know if that works.
I absolutely love this device.
It's very much a Xiaomi type style
Yes.
interface that you work with.
Absolutely.
Although the screen is similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I love it. Absolutely love it. It gets my phone of the year.
Wow.
Head and shoulders for 2025. 2026 is around the corner, and we know that the S26 is around there. Some honorable mentions this year in the phone space. I mean, I've got to just say the folding device of the year. We both also have one of those. It's a narrow race between the Oppo N5 folding device
But
and
again, Chinese ROM.
again, Chinese ROM. The foldable device of the year is without a doubt the Fold 7. I
No doubt.
love the Fold 7.
doubt,
it is the best. Coming into the collection
And
soon.
you know, first quarter, we're getting the trifold.
We're getting the trifold soon. We've got one on order. It should be here before Christmas. So in the new year, expect a full comprehensive Samsung trifold that'll join Tech Talk in
And
the
then,
new
of
year.
course, Apple is launching their folding phone.
Hopefully in 2026 we'll
They
see
say
that
first
happen.
quarter.
Oh, can't wait.
Yeah.
From DJI, we've had a lot of incredible releases. We've both got our hands on the new Osmo Action 6. It is an incredible device. I would advise that you do buy the macro converter on the front to make the picture quality a little better. I would without a doubt advise that. But in the tech space, DJI have launched the Neo 2 this year. They've got the new Mini 4 that is now out. There's Mini 4, Mini 5, Mini 5 that's now out that we have our hands on as well. So the DJI are doing incredible things. Insta360 are doing incredible things. We've got a lot to talk about. We'll unpack that all and more with Tech Talk. Willie Delport, myself, Ryan O'Connor, as we bring you a brand new series of Talking Tech in 2026.
Have a great time.
So there we go. Look at that.
I knew you guys.
Literally every bit of mobile phone that's dropped this year, we've got our hands on.
Yeah.
And so quite an interesting choice as to our mobile devices of the year. But everything from laptops to Alienware in terms of computing for gaming computers, everything literally. If I could show you around the boxes in this room, there's TVs that haven't been opened yet. There's a whole lot of stuff that's gone down in the world of tech. But looking forward to chatting tech and to experiencing some of the tech in 2026 that we're going to be doing in the Fastlane and of course Tech Talk as well. Take care everybody, have a great festive, enjoy, love to your families from the Williams O'Connor household to you and yours, and of course from Rensburgs as well, from our producer in the background there that's been tirelessly editing footage in this extra long episode of the Fastlane this week. We'll be back in the new year, proudly brought to you by Betterfy. Be safe on the roads, keep it festive and keep it tire side, rubber side down over the festive. We'll catch you in the new year. Take care.
Engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and John can't be beat.